So torsion part 2. So first of all, we'll uh, start with the derivation of the torsion equation for the hollow shaft. Derivation of torsion equation for a hollow shaft. So yes. So in the same fashion, we will have a shaft, say, which is fixed at one end. So this is a shaft, and this is hollow. The length of this shaft is L, and it is, let us take a point B here, say point B, and in the longitudinal axis, let us take a point A. So when we apply the torque T, this point A is shifted to point A dash. Okay. So if it is the center, then this angle is theta. That is the angle of twist. Okay. So in the case of the hollow shaft, uh, similarly we will calculate the strain, and the first part, that is the shear stress, which we calculated, the shear stress, that is T by tau by R is equal to G theta over L. So tau is equal to R into G theta. Now for calculating the second part, that is T by J, so the moment what we consider, we take the cross section of this shaft, which is hollow. So this is hollow shaft. Okay. So the radius is R, external radius, and the internal radius is small r. So don't get confused with this r. This is the uh, uh, radius maximum. For maximum it will be r, and for minimum it is a distance. So you can say it is r prime. Okay. Now r, let r is the internal radius, internal radius, and capital R is the external radius. Right. So let us consider a elemental ring this dotted one. This is a ring which is of thickness say dr. This thickness is dr, and say it is located at a distance r1. This is r1. Okay. So the area of this annular ring which is located, the area of elemental ring at R1. So it is equal to 2 pi R1 into dr. 2 pi R1 into dr. Okay. Now, the shear stress at R1, shear stress at R1. So it is equal to say tau 1, it is equal to tau by R into R1. Because it is like this, at R, that is at outer radius, the shear stress is tau. At 1 it will be tau upon R, and at R1 it will be tau upon R into R1. If you see here, so we can plot this also. Say this is a, so when we have to plot the shear stress, so shear stress is like this. So here it is this, here it is so much. So here it is tau, and this is R, and this radius is R, small r. So at R1 it will be, at R1 these are the shear stress distribution. So it will be at R1 the shear stress will be tau upon R into R1. Okay. So turning force, the turning force, it will be equal to shear stress into the area. So shear stress is, we have taken as tau upon R into area was 2 pi R1 dr, 2 pi R1 dr into R. So you have put the value here. So it is coming equal to tau upon R into 2 pi R1 square into dr. Right? So the turning moment will be force into R1. Turning moment, this will be equal to the force into R1. So turning force is this. So you can put the value of the turning force. It is T tau upon R into 2 pi R1 square into dr into R1. Okay. So this is equal to tau upon R 2 pi R1 cube into dr. So this will become the turning moment which is required for that torsion to resist. So the total turning moment will be equal to total turning moment is equal to T, and this will be the integral of tau by j, tau by r, 2 pi r1 cube into dr. And the limit will be from internal radius to outer radius r. Okay, so you can solve this. So 2 pi into tau upon r. This you take outside, and inside the integral you have r to the power r. So it will be r1 cube into dr. So now when you integrate it, so it will be 2 pi into tau upon r. Integral of this will be r1 4 divided by 4 r2 r. So when you put the values, so it will be equal to 2 pi tau upon r, and this will be r, yeah, so it will be 4, you can take outside, so it will be r4 minus, so now in place of r you can keep r is equal to d by 2, and the small r you can put as small d by 2. Okay? If you put the here, so it will be 2 pi tau upon 4 times d by 2, and it will be r. So it will be d4, 2 4s are 16, minus d4 upon 16. So this 2, and this will be cancelled. So you will be having is equal to pi into tau. The 16d will be coming outside, 16d, and this will be d4 minus d4. Right? So turning moment T is equal to I times tau divided by 16d into d4 minus t. So this gives the value of the torque. Now, this value of the torque uh, we can use uh, in the uh, other part of the torsion equation was T by R is equal to G theta upon L, right? So from here, the tau will be equal to G theta into R upon L. Okay. So this from here you can say tau is equal to 16 times d into t upon d to the power 4 minus d to the power. So you can compare this, comparing. So this will be 16 times d tau upon d to the power 4 minus d to the power 4 is equal to g theta. This r you can write d by 2. Okay. So this d will go, right? So you will be having g theta over L is equal to 32. Sorry, this will be T. We have written by mistake top. So 32 times T divided by pi d to the power 4 minus d to the power 4. Okay. So now the polar moment of inertia we have defined as polar moment of inertia, that is I P. This will be equal to pi upon 32 d to the power 4 minus d to the power 4. So you can write here then in the previous that t, the pi upon 32. So this will be the IP. So you can write g theta. Therefore, g theta upon L is equal to T by J or IP. This is IP and this is also known as J. Okay. So this way it proves that second part. So for hollow shaft, the torsion equation becomes, it is T by J and this will be J hollow. Okay. So this is also J hollow. JH is equal to G theta upon L is equal to tau upon R, where R is the exponent. So this is other things are same. The T is the torque which is in Newton meter. J hollow is the polar moment of inertia. and this is in meter 4. G is the modulus of rigidity, again it is in Pascal. Theta is the angle of twist in radian, L is the length in meter, tau is the shear stress in Pascal, and R is the radius in meter. Okay, so this is the equation which we use. So from this equation, you will have one more important, that is the polar modulus. We have discussed yesterday also. Polar modulus. So it is denoted by ZP. Okay. So here we'll say T, since we know T upon J is equal to G theta upon L is equal to tau upon R. Tau upon R, or this is tau upon R. Yeah. So from here we can write T is equal to tau into J upon R. Okay. This J upon R is nothing but ZP. That is a polar moment inertia. So we can write T is equal to tau into ZP. So in the case of bending, it was moment of resistance M is equal to bending stress into the section modulus. So it is known as the polar modulus. So here it was the section modulus. So you see this is in bending, and this is in torsion. So here you see it is a bending stress, it is a shear stress, it is a nature, and it is a polar modulus and it is a section modulus. So this was section modulus. So ZP is the polar modulus. So polar modulus is the now for solid shaft, if you want to calculate, here it was the moment of resistance. Okay, so in the case of the, here it becomes the strength. Okay, so the strength of the shaft is also known as the maximum power which can be transmitted. So for solid shaft, this is equal to ZP is equal to J upon R. So this J will be J solid upon R. So J solid is, for if D is the diameter, so pi upon 32 D to the power 4, and this D you can write D by 2, right? So ZP becomes pi by 16 D cube. So this will be for solid. For hollow shaft, ZP is equal to, for hollow shaft we know it is pi by 32 D to the power 4 minus D to the power 4 divided by T. Okay. So this way we can calculate the polar modulus for the case of the solid shaft and the hollow shaft. Now, one more thing we have discussed yesterday, that is the torsional rigidity. So, torsional rigidity, it is also known as or stiffness. The stiffness of the shaft, it is the product of the modulus of rigidity into the polar moment of inertia of that shaft. Okay, so in other words, it is so we know that we get T upon J is equal to G theta upon L. So from here we can write it T by L divided by theta into Gg. Okay. If L is equal to 1 and theta is equal to 1, so it is 1 radian and it is 1 meter. So T is equal to Gg. That means the torsional rigidity is equal to the maximum twisting moment which is required to produce a angle of rotation as 1 radian in a shaft of 1 meter length. Okay, so maximum torque maximum torque uh, by circular solid shaft. Circular solid shaft. So this is nothing but is equal to pi by 16. From here you can calculate. We know that T by J is equal to tau upon R. So maximum torque will be equal to tau multiplied by J divided by R. R is d by 2. So put the value of J, we have just calculated. So J, then it is equal to pi by 16, pi by 16, tau max into dq. So T max for the maximum torque which a solid shaft can transmit is given by pi upon 6.
सर माइक ऑफ हो गया आपका। सर माइक ऑफ है आपका।
हेलो, अभी आ रही है?
हाँ सर आ रही है।
So, maximum torque in the case of the uh, circular shaft or which is hollow is given by this. Now, next is the power which is transmitted by the shaft. Power, or I can write it. Power transmitted by shaft. So, let us see how we can calculate this power transmitted by the shaft. So, we know that suppose one consider a shaft which is subjected to the torque. So consider a shaft subjected to torque T, subjected to torque T, rotating at n RPM or W RPM. N RPM, that is so much round per minute. Okay. So power is what? It is the rate of doing work. Rate of doing work. Okay. So power is will be equal to 2 pi n upon 60. N upon 60. Okay. So it is a angle through which the torque moves. So this is the angle, okay, through which the shaft moves. 2 pi n divided by 60. Okay, per unit of time. So power is equal to rate of doing work. So power P is equal to torque multiplied by 2 pi n upon 60. Okay. So on this, you can write the formula. So P is equal to 2 pi nt divided by. So this is developed in watts, okay, or Newton meter per second. So this is in watts, okay. So you know that sometimes it is also power is given in horsepower. So 1 horsepower, that is HP, 1 horsepower is equal to 746 watts. So you can convert, okay. So this way you can do that. So I think I have covered. So this T which is here, it is taken as a mean T, that is mean torque. So you have to find the mean torque and you have to use this according to the statement given in the example or given in the problem. So now before going to the numerical part, we will consider few more aspects. Suppose there is a solid shaft and there is a hollow shaft, okay, of the same material. So we have to compare the weight, which one will be solid and which one will be, having more stress and more power. So we can say here, we can write here, comparison of a solid shaft and hollow. Comparison of a solid shaft and a hollow shaft. So let us consider. Let us consider first uh, the let solid shaft as dia as equal to ds or d. Okay. Hollow shaft dia is outer dia. It is given as say DO of hollow shaft. Okay. And it is assumed that inner dia for this problem, inner dia of hollow shaft is equal to 0.6 times the outer dia. So this is the data given. Okay. And material is same for both the shaft. Material is same for both shafts. Material is same. Okay. And also it is given that P is a power to be transmitted. Power to be transmitted. Power to be transmitted. T is a torque. N is the RPM of the shaft. And the length is also same. So we have to compare that what will be the maximum shear stress, what will be the maximum angle of twist for both the cases. Okay. So let us first say maximum shear stress. Maximum shear stress. So we know that from torsion equation, T by J is equal to tau upon R. Where J is the polar moment of inertia and tau is the maximum shear stress, and r is the radius of the. So say for the solid shaft, suppose for solid shaft, what will be J here? J is given because the diameter given is what we have taken, ds. So it will be pi upon 32, pi upon 32 ds to the power 4, right? So torque transmitted, this is a solid shape we are considering. So torque transmitted will be equal to pi upon 32 into ds to the power 4 multiplied by the torque, shear stress, and divided by this r will, because the shaft is solid, so it will be ds by p. So this becomes pi by 16 tau and ds to the power 3, right? So this is say equation number. So for hollow shaft, so this is equal to J is equal to J hollow is equal to pi upon 32 DO 4 minus DI 4 divided by D. Okay. So if you put this, for the hollow shaft, you can do one thing. You can take the pi upon 32, you take D4 O as common. Okay. So if it is D4, so it will be 1 minus DI upon D4. That is given 0.6. This we have taken as 0.6, no? So 0.6 to the power 4. Okay. So therefore the T will be equal to pi by 16. If you solve this, so it will give you some value. So it will be pi by 16. And you put in this equation, so pi by 16 into 0.8, 0.870 DOQ into tau. Okay, into tau. So this is so when you compare this now, comparing equation 1 and 2. So this will be giving you as D solid or D solid U is equal to 0.8 704 and multiplied by D O or D O U multiplied by the T solid. Okay. Sorry, D cube, sorry. Only this much. This which we have taken DO, DO. So you can put here DO small. You will get confused. You put DO small. So it is DO. Okay. So this will be also DO and this will be also DO. Right. So this is DO. So therefore, if you compare this, you will get the value of D in terms of, so if you calculate this, it is coming 0.95484 9548 D0. So this is D solid. Okay. So if we have to compare the area now, so you know the area of the solid shaft, you know the area of hollow shaft. So that you can compare. It is pi by 4 ds square and it will be pi by 4 do square minus di. So you can put this values and you will get the area of the solid shaft and area of the hollow shaft. Okay. So when you compare this area of the hollow shaft and divided by the, because here also you can find out this di and do, they are given in the terms of 0.6. So if you compare them, area of the hollow shaft, it will come pi by 4 into 0.64 D1 or DO. Okay. And this will become 0.5 by 4 0.9 0.9 5 0.911 yes. Right. So area when you compare, so it will give you area of the solid shaft divided by area of the hollow shaft. This will be equal to 1.5 4244. So this you can calculate of yourself also. So that means area of the hollow shaft will be more than the area of the solid shaft will be 1.4 times more than the hollow shaft. So now if you compare from maximum angle twist, maximum angle of twist. So there are two criteria because the torsion formula can be written two ways. So T by J is equal to G theta upon L. Therefore, T is equal to G theta into J upon L. Right? So you can calculate the torque for the solid shaft and you can calculate the torque for the hollow shaft. So if you put these values, so you will get the torque. Okay. So, and if you compare the weight now, the weight of the solid upon weight of hollow shaft. Okay. So it will come 0.145 from this criteria. Okay. So that means here it is coming, weight will be in the proportion of their area because the material is same, so density will be same. And if you go, this is for the maximum angle of twist criteria, and here it is angle based on the maximum shear stress criteria. Okay, so both are different. It is 1.4244 and here it is coming 1.4577. So that means the hollow shaft, the weight of the solid shaft is 42.44% more that of the hollow shaft if the shear stress governs, and the design it is 45.44 more if the angle of twist design is done. So that means you can summarize it here. According to, if we take maximum shear, according to maximum shear criteria, weight of the solid shaft, weight of solid shaft is, you can say, 42.445% more than hollow shaft. This is if you go by the maximum shear criteria, and if you go by the angle of twist criteria, then the 45.774. Then weight of the solid shaft is greater than 45.77% more than hollow shaft. So that means according to the maximum angle of twist criteria, the shaft will be, solid shaft will be heavier as compared to the maximum shear. So that means the shaft will be costly. But if we go as per the maximum shear criteria, so the shaft will be economical. You got the idea? So we want to have 2 minutes more, or we'll take up this in the next class along with the tomorrow's class along with the numericals. We will prove that hollow shaft is more stiffer than a solid shaft. Okay, so this will prove mathematically. So I stop my lecture over here. So thank you very much for your patient listening.